Let's take a look at some movers right now and start with Cisco. The shares higher by almost 3% on the back of the company's earnings call. The stock did initially drop after its weak full-year forecast, but investors then doubled back after CEO Chuck Robbins touted positive AI potential here. This is something we've been seeing now and again during this earnings season, right? That the company talking about that, you know, the longer term case for an AI giving a bump to its business is what people are looking for. The company said it has $500 million in orders for AI products. And so that's something that it touted on the call as well.
Yeah, we're about to get into the sassy part of earnings season where you hear a lot about where artificial intelligence can play a role in software as a service type of companies and where that's going to make a difference perhaps in the number of users that companies decide to secure licenses for or just the types of products that they decide to buy into. Since I'm talking about products and services, let's break out those two particular segments as they define them for the company. Products were up by about 12%. Revenues were at least in this most recent quarter. And then service revenue, that was up by about 9% in this most recent quarter. They're expecting 51% of total remaining performance obligations, RPOs, you're going to hear a lot more about that too, to be recognized as revenue over the next 12 months.
Yeah, and some of the analyst commentary around this caught my eye. I have one sort of less excited comment and one more positive comment. So Piper Sandler said the company's continuing to get a boost from a flush of its backlog, that it's basically delivering that stuff as supply chain pressures are easing. But Piper did point out that product orders did come in better than feared, but still fell 14% year over year. So that's on the less enthusiastic side. But then you have Morgan Stanley that said the results were a pleasant surprise and that the company continues to be what it called a shelter in turbulent times in the sector.
Wow.
So a little bit of meh, a little bit of good there.
It's a little bit of a rose in the middle of a storm for you.
So. I guess so, yeah.
Stay tuned for our executive editor, Brian Sazi's conversation, the interview with Cisco CEO Chuck Robbins coming up 10 a.m. Eastern Time. You do not want to miss that.